Hi, I'm Maddie Garrett. I'm a music education major. I'm also a freshman, um, but I will be a sophomore next year. Um, I really want to be a camp counselor because I feel that it would give me a good leadership experience, especially since I would like to teach children. I would like to learn how to deal with them throughout a camp setting where their parents are not at, but it's also not a school setting. Um, I think I'd make a good camp counselor because I'm very authoritative, but not like scary authoritative. I follow rules. I make sure that people follow rules. I'm actually involved in my sorority, and I am one of the executive officers even as a freshman. So it's very good for me to learn how to be authoritative in my chapter as well. So I feel that I would be able to make everybody have a good time, but also enforce the fact that you have to be here and you are good and what you are doing is acceptable. Um, I would say that a time in my life that was stressful was last semester. I didn't make a band, and it was really hard for me to sit here and see myself fall apart because I didn't make a band. But I felt that I dealt with it really well. I pushed myself a lot towards the end of the semester and had a really, really good jury, and I felt confident on what I was doing, and I wanted to make sure that this semester was different, so I've practiced a whole lot um, to overcome the fact that I didn't make it the last time. That was super stressful. Um, I feel that I would be strongest in rehearsal assisting because since I want to teach band, obviously, uh, I feel that being in the rehearsal setting, I could watch the conductors and I can watch how the professors or whoever comes in and teach how they teach so that it could come back to me and I could be um, just as good as them when I get a teaching position. I feel that my strong attributes for camp employment would be I'm very outgoing. I love talking to people. I love making friends, and I feel that I'd get along really well with these kids because some of them are just a year younger than I am. I feel that I would be able to be their friend, but also be a leader and not have them do something stupid or what you would call unnecessary throughout the camp. Um, if I any weaknesses that I would have as a camp counselor would probably be struggling to um, not become super close with the campers. I mean, I want to create that atmosphere, but I don't want to make like best friends with them because as a leader, I am still teaching them, but I want to make them feel like they have someone here if they're missing home. Um, any preferences for assignment of duties during camp? I personally can do pretty much anything. Whatever you want to put me as, I will totally be anything. I will answer phone calls. I'll sit with the kids at lunch. I'll watch them do whatever they need to do. I would be fine with anything. Um, there's not really anything that I wouldn't prefer to be assigned, honestly. I feel that I could do just about anything you throw at me. Just explain it to me. Um, I think people come to camp at Western because it's a healthy environment and they have student oriented leaders. I actually attended Western Illinois music summer camp like this one in 2013, and I was just a sophomore in high school. And I really, really enjoyed the band atmosphere, and I met some really good friends that I keep up with today. And like, I'm friends with some of the counselors that were there years past, and it was just a really, really good experience. Um, if I could come up with a new activity, honestly, I feel like I would do a bunch of icebreakers just so that the kids feel comfortable with themselves and with the counselors and just with everybody at the camp. Um, it is not okay to take someone off campus. According to that question, I feel that it defeats the purpose of why you're actually there. Like, you're supposed to be leading the students and making sure that they're not doing anything bad, but that is unacceptable. If I caught someone drinking, I would go straight to Dr. Fansler or whoever's in charge of uh, the music institute, Carla, anybody, because I feel like I would take it to the head counselor, but I would also feel that taking it to the higher up the highest authority that you can take it up to, would be good for that procedure, considering you are not supposed to drink at all. Plus, you're underage, so that's wrong in a lot of different ways. Um, I would consider a few other things as not being acceptable. I don't really think that the students should be able to really, there should be no boy girl on the same floor, I feel like, because it just arises problems throughout. And it's been a long time since I've been at the band camp, so I don't really know how we do it. But I know when I was there, it was like girls on one floor, boys on the other floor. But I also remember Western Honor Band, and we were allowed to have boys in the room with the door open. I think that's all right, but for me, just being me, I think that we shouldn't have boys on girls' floor. Um, if I went upstairs in Brown and found a student climbing out of a locker with a piece of metal in their hand, I would immediately take them to the medical center or like on campus. And if I couldn't find anybody to do the medical assisting, I would go to the head counselor or I would go to the higher up authority, as I said, with the drinking, because that is something that is way taken way out of my hands, and I don't have the authority to just take metal out of some kid's hand. Um, I have no problem following the rules and regulations of the summer camp. I will do everything in my power to make sure that this camp is safe and fun, and I will hopefully make sure that those kids really enjoy being there. I think my best reason for being hired as a camp counselor is I feel that I can take some of my music ability from playing flute and from being so into music. I feel that I could teach it to students and really bring them out of their shell and into the music world, because I feel like everybody needs music in their lives, and I feel that I could just really, really bring it out in people. And I hope that those kids understand that I am there for them and for music, not just there because of the money or because I don't want to be home or something like that. I feel that I could bring out true passion of music to the students. And I just want to say thank you for watching this interview video, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to apply for this position.